Happy Thursday, happy trade. Nothing I'd rather be doing any day of the week than trading. Can't wait till the market's open 24/7. But on a more lighter note, Hornets game tonight. Big game, always a big game. Last night they were down like historic lows. And if you played the comeback like you should in trading, you would have been profitable. But let's get back to this. First trade of the day we took. First trade of the day was CVX. Let's go to it. Here's how we saw it. Let's pull it up on the 5 minute too, just in case. Let's pull it up on the 15. We're right here. So here's how we played it. We saw this big bar. First and foremost, how we played it. And then we'll go over how we should have played it. So we saw this big bar right here. All we could think about was when we saw that big bar was it's an elephant. So what did we do? Well, we got in it, right? We just got in it. Now, looking at Fab 4, elephant bar, we got in it here. We thought we had a color change. We got in more too. We were going to square, then finish the whale up there. That's not what happened. It came down. And then we got right here and we hit max loss. Max loss that we had at the maximum loss per day to the 1/4, the rule that we came up with yesterday, which was key. This saved us. Now, the thing that we did at this point was we saw this bar, green bar, and we saw this bar, right? Red bar. We looked at that as a bull 180, and we looked at that as a bull 180 on the 5 minute, and we were going to play it down. So we did a sell right here. Ironically, the market was moving how Miss Market likes to move. It's been a rough 2 days, but we informed Oliver that this was our play, and he proceeded to laugh at us. This was not a good play. But my thought process in it was bull 180, right? Get in here. And what I was going to do is I was waiting for the pullback and I was going to sell some more. So you see how it had this color change right here and what does this look like? To me, that looks like a whale. But, sometimes you can luck out. I would say, because on the 2 minute, that doesn't, you can make this argument maybe, but that's not the type of whales Oliver's chasing. Um, so I tried to do on the 2 minute after I got in right here on the bull 180, which Oliver's strict is not a bull 180 right there, but neither here nor there. I thought I had a color change right here after this green bar right here. So I put everything I had on this, everything, which was, bad, but I was going to have my stop right here, right? And so I'm looking at, max everything. And it goes right up against me. And lo and behold, I do what I'm supposed to do. I got out at maximum trade loss. And then you see this next bar. Now, Oliver told us a new strategy or something that he's been using, and we want to highlight this because I'm going to take it. He said he's usually Google, Chat GPT, Gemini, all the studying I've done. It says I have the eye. I got the eye. I know when an opportunity's coming up, but I can't hold it. I got ego problems. I can't hold the trade. So even with this one, getting out on the ego thing is great. But what Oliver was saying is he trusts his eye so much he knows what's going down that he'll give it two tries, not three. It's not baseball, but he'll give it two tries. And had I gave it the second try, I would have had that bar right there, and it might not have been an Oliver win, but it definitely would have been an Ollie Payne win. So that was the trade there. So those were that we lost there, understandable. And then our next trade, we got an Intel, right? And for Intel, looks like we got in it two times. So let's just go over the open. So for the open with Intel, um, let's see, let's go over. We got in. It wasn't really the open. Here's the open, but we had flat state right here, flat state 20, and the 200 is compressed, and we set elephant bar off of it. Got into that elephant bar, added more on the color change, and we got out immediately. And if we look at it, that was right at previous close. So that was a good trade. I mean, it's a good scalp, using the same principles. And it was a repeatable trade. So I was comfortable with that. But then later in the day, we ended up losing on Intel. Basically, so this is like towards the end of the day. You see how we have the build and break, and that's the flat 200 and the curving 20, and the stock is building in it. Now, Oliver teaches ignition, right? So you get it on the initial move. So that initial move was right here. I didn't get in on the initial move. I got in, as you can see, on the I would say exhaustion elephant bar, and that's why it went up on me like it did. And based upon my work with ChatGPT analyzing all my trades, this is one of my worst things is getting in on exhaustion elephant bars. So that's something I need to clean up. That's a valid, hey, understandable. I lost. That was my loss. And then going to Uber, let's go to Uber, and I think Uber was another play which we did the exact same. You see how this is an exhaustion bar, or this would have been the initial bar right here, and then the exhaustion L bar is right here, and then that's why I put everything on here, and that's not what Oliver teaches. It's the ignition elephant off the 20, off the 200. So I'm still working on that, but a more important lesson, one of the highlights for today was we need to start grouping our trades. So, for example, this me buying the elephant exhausting, I need to find 20 of my trades that I did that and analyze that, and then therefore I can cut it out. I need to take 20 of my elephant bar plays. I can't really do anything on the actual data until I group at least 20 trades, and once you have that grouping of the 20 trades, then you can really get into your numbers. Like one of my numbers that I'm starting to really feel comfortable with is three finger spreads on the 5 minute. This is a take right here. That's my play all day. But do you see how I got in on here? I got in on here because I was looking at the 2 minute, but even that, I was just looking at this elephant bar. I wasn't taking into context. It was exhaustion. I was just quick to hit the gun, which you don't want to be quick to hit the gun. So those are all my plays. Those are the main plays that I could work on. And let's now go over some opens. So let's go over C's open. How would you play this? Okay, we have Fab Four here. You get a tail bar here. That's a sell sign. You're going against power, but that's a really nice sell sign. That's a position two, I would say. And you have, there's a whale. That would have been a perfect first 30 minutes of the day. CVX, we went over CVX. We didn't do good. Intel, we went over Intel. Merck, we didn't trade Merck today. It cost us so much money yesterday. We just said no. If you see this, you have a nice elephant bar off of a flat 200. That's a takeable move. There's the whale. There's the profit. Another profitable one. Let's go to Uber. We already did Uber, and then the next one would be Walmart. And Walmart's open. We could have taken advantage of that. You know, just take advantage of that. The open, it still already had the elephant bar off the 20 from yesterday, and it just continued riding that 8 MA, it looks like, or 13 MA. So we're only going to go over the opens today. It's a Hornets game. I'm 5 minutes late. Let's go, Hornets. Melo, get off the bench. What are you doing, Coach Lee? Deuces, have a next one. See you tomorrow. Happy Friday. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I might not trade, unfortunately, but I'll still make the reviews. Have a nice one. Deuces.